All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Quadash. And I'm not going to play any of these videos, but there's a couple of videos that I wanted to spotlight. A couple things in the news, breaking news. This video here from Arrows of Indignation 144, I'll leave the link for this in the description. I don't want Ratazal, remember. But as you can see, the brother's channel is Arrows of Indignation 144. You can go ahead and subscribe. And he uploaded a video from TikTok entitled Germany telling their citizens to Slovakia. Germany telling their citizens to get, I guess it's messed up. Should say telling their citizens to either get prepared or prepare for war with Russia. All right, you get the idea. So again, I'm not gonna play it. I paused it so you can see a little still shot. So it says Germany is getting their citizens ready for war. They're banning the fact that you cannot quit your job. Talking about food rations as well. Yeah, they're talking about if they do end up going to war, with NATO, with Russia, you know what I'm saying? They're saying that they're going to reinstate a conscription, which is a draft, which they've been saying that. The rhetoric, the war rhetoric just been, ramping up, They're saying that they're going to, if they do go to war, the Third World War pops off, they're going to implement a draft. If you're 18 and up, anybody can get drafted, they said. And what else? They said they'll go down to food rationing. You'll have one hot meal a day, So like I've always said, these economies are crashing, and it's all by design, and as it says, there's going to be no work for Egypt. There's also going to be no work in general, man, globally. It's a global reset. And what is everybody's attention going to go towards? The war effort. Like I said in the past, it's had no new thing under the sun. Okay? You're either going to get drafted to that Third World War over there in the Valley of Hawashaphat. You're going to go over there and you're going to die. Or you're going to stay over here and you're going to, all your energy is going to go towards the war front, making ammunition, so on and so forth. All right? So it said Putin warned this week that if German missiles attacked Russia, because remember, it started with Biden okaying, strikes inside of Russia, unprecedented, right? Now Germany followed suit. So this is the response from Putin. It says Putin warned this week that if German missiles attacked Russia, it would destroy relations between the two countries. And they were pretty much, they had decent relations, man. They had that pipeline in the works. And what did America do? They sabotaged it. It said which could trigger World War III, which we're already in World War III. Okay, it hasn't got hot and heavy yet, but we've been in the beginning stages of World War III. Okay, you see. So again, I'll leave the link for this video from the brother in the description. Adawan Ratazal, remember. And then also, let me pause it because I don't want this to play at all. Salakia. Yeah, Salaka. I don't want to get copyright stricken at all. No excuses from these devils. As you can see, breaking news. A couple places you see it here. It's BBC breaking news. Israeli Minister Benny Gantz resigns. I think he was the war. Okay, there it goes. Top is from CB. I'm not going to play it. You could do your own due diligence. Top Israeli official Benny Gantz resigns. And not just Benny Gantz. I think Benny Gantz and somebody else, like a top general, resigns over Prime Minister Bibi, Benjamin Netanyahu, not a JOO, right? Over PM's war strategy. And basically what he's saying is that he didn't, he didn't believe in the government anyway, the current party that was in power, Bibi's cabinet and stuff. But because of the so-called attacks, you know, he felt compelled as a Israeli, as a general or a war commander or whatever. He felt compelled to he was called to arms. You know, it was an attack on his nation. He wanted to free the hostages. He believed the rhetoric. Okay, so he got activated. You know, but he came to the conclusion of at this point that the Bibi is pretty much he's doing his own thing. Okay, he's not operating in the best interests of the Israeli people. Okay, they don't give a damn about the hostages. He has a personal agenda, which ultimately he's taken marching orders from the wicked elite. Okay, Bibi's nothing more than a puppet, and we know what the wicked elite want. They want war. Okay, and that's why this guy here pretty much stepped down, and I believe another general. So them two things I wanted to speak on. Again, I'll put the brother's video in the chat from Arrows of Indignation, what Putin was saying about Germany, you know. And then I also just wanted to speak on Slovakia, Benny Gantz resigning. Okay, real quick. Not gonna be a long video. Let me see what else I had. Yeah, this was in the news earlier this week. Also, Trump was speaking on not Trump, Slovakia. Putin was speaking on Trump's conviction, and basically, long story short, he's saying that it's pretty much showing you that this democracy, the U.S. democracy, is through, which we've been showing you that. The whole Trump getting found guilty is just showing you that nobody's above the law. They're setting the precedent, okay? So we living in beautiful times, man. Beautiful times. The end truly is nigh. All hell is about to break loose, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is stirring the pot. So a couple scriptures and I'll close out. We know them. Where is it? Just also somewhere else, but straight to the point. Jeremiah 50 and 45. This is in regards to Bibi. Okay, and Benny Gantz resigning. And again, like I said, do your due diligence. And he came to the conclusion of, Bibi's, he's got his own interests. Okay, and he's doing the bidding of the wicked elite. Okay, real quick. And Elder Apostle Gabar, I believe, is the one that mentioned this. So one of the apostles brought this out. Salakia, I can't remember which apostle exactly. I think it was Elder Apostle Gabar. And do your own due diligence. And this is a quote from Gudel Schnapper Rothschild, right? The mother of the Rothschilds, right? And what did she say? She said, if my sons did not want wars, right, there would be none. So what does that imply? That all wars are bankers' wars. Okay? You want to buy, like they say, when there's blood in the streets. They orchestrate these wars. They fund both sides of the wars. Okay? You see? They showed you that in the document, in the film, the old Rothschild movie, The House of the Rothschilds. They showed you that when Napoleon Bonaparte, all these leaders was going to war, where did they go? They went to the Rothschilds, and that's what the daddy told them, okay, to go set up banking systems in these different countries, in France, England, so on and so forth. And what happened? These leaders, because you need money, war costs money. Wars is big money. It's big business, man. It's a big racket. Fast forward today, you got Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, all these major corporations, big money making businesses, in the military industrial complex. Okay, so that's what the daddy Rothschild told him. Okay, and then they set up banks all around the world, and then all these leaders, when they want to go to war, they went to the Rothschilds. And what did they say? They said, I got to talk to my brother. I don't do nothing without the advice of my brother. And they were all in cahoots. You see? So again, that's what the mother said. Gudel Schnapper, however the fuck you say her name, Rothschild. If my sons didn't want wars, there would be none, because all wars are bankers' wars. And that's what Benny Gantz came to the conclusion of. All this shit was this whole, I got to be careful because I don't want to get copyright stricken, okay? He came to the conclusion of that whole, they let them people in, man. If you know what I'm talking about. They let them come over there and do that, man. Okay? You know? Because they have an agenda, which is what? War. Jeremiah 49:20. Also, you can read Jeremiah 50:45, but I'll read 49:20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. This is the main point. Surely the least of the flock, Amalek, them small, tiny hat, big nose people, 1948ers, JOOs. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. And that's what anybody with a brain is telling Bibi to calm down. Creepy Joe waking up out of his comatose state and telling them, calm down. These different NATO and EU members telling them, chill out. And he's hell set on a G side, man. Okay? Because he's got an agenda. Okay? And this is beautiful because this is showing you more and more that, hey, we right there, baby. The kingdom is close. We're close. Our redemption is nigh. Why? Because these kingdoms are divided. Not just Babylon. All throughout the globe, man. NATO is divided. The EU is divided. The Babylonians are divided. The Germans are divided. The Israelis are divided. Everybody's divided. You see? The West is divided against the East. Households are divided. But I'm focusing on this goddamn devil. This place is through. Matthew 12:26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Mark 3:26. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. And that's what it is. We at the end of this devil's empire. Okay? And he's going out with a big bang. And Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is mustering them, gathering them as we speak. Okay? For this third world war. Trump said that since you okaying you giving the okay to your fucking NATO and EU allies to strike inside of Russia now, what did Putin in return say? Putin said, now, okay, I'm gonna give my best missiles to my allies. Okay? What fast forward to right now, what happened right now? It's not a nuclear carrier submarine, but it's a nuclear powered submarine. It doesn't have nukes on it, like nuclear missiles on it, but it's nuclear powered. Right now, there's a Russian nuclear powered submarine docked, stationed right there by Cuba. Okay, so we in the Cuban Missile Crisis. All over, tensions is at an all-time high because we in them times. Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, these heathens, these 17 nations, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. That's why Benny Gantz, he was woken up. He was activated. But then he said, hold on. This ain't what I thought it was, man. I don't want this blood on my hands. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Yeah, put all your focus on your military complex. Put all your effort, all your money, all your resources, all your time into revamping your military. Okay? Build up your allies. Oh, Putin, that was prophecy. Deuteronomy, Ezekiel 38. Be thou a guard unto them. Ethiopia, Persia, Libya. See, we in them times. Beautiful times. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Hey, they don't give a damn. He said, Germany said, hey, we might have to ration. Fuck, You might have to cut down to one hot meal a day. And, you know, and you're going to have to work. You're going to have to slave in them factories, making fucking mortar shells and all that type shit, you know? Beat your plowshares into, and then everything gonna get, they said the weather report's gonna get cut off, you know? Everything gonna come to a screeching halt. Hey, man, we in them times. We're close, man. You see, most of us aren't, you know, you got a couple people that are still alive from World War II, and they remember, you know, how serious it was, man. You know, you know, how gloomy and dreadful, and it was a horrific time, man. You know, but most of us, we can't remember, especially you Babylonians, the virgin daughter of Babylon. You ain't been touched yet. You don't know hard times, but they coming. They at the door. Time like never before. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. These lesser, you know, so-called third world weaker nations, now they're not looking so weak now, are they? Why? Because they got Gog and Magog coming to their defense, being a guard unto them. Assemble yourselves, a company, a great assembly of nations from the north. You know, set at array at Babylon. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh's decision. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that day is quickly approaching. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is gathering them as we speak, stirring up these kings' hearts, you know, to fulfill his will. Isaiah 13:4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of kingdoms. It's like a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. That's the main point. The Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the Lord of armies, right, mustereth the host of the battle. And that's what time we're in. I'll close out here. That's pretty much the point. Again, I'm going to leave the brother's video in the link in the description. And you could do your own due diligence and what's going on over there with old Bibi, Mike Bibi, you know, in the land of Palestine, you know. So it says, and his cabinet, you know, Benny Gantz. That sounds like an old gangster name, old mafia. Oh yeah, that's old Benny. That's Two Gun Benny Gantz, you know. Revelation 11:14. And what we found out too, Slakia, a little quick rant, segue. We found out you're a goddamn, which we already know, you're a culture vulture, you're an imposter. You know, we found out that's not even your true name. You changed your name to sound more, you know, what they call it, Aramaic or whatever the hell they want to call it. You know, they changed their names, man. You know, they have fucking German names and, you know, you know, Steins and, you know, goddamn devils. He's a fugitive and a vagabond fleeing from justice, going back to Cain. Revelation 11:14, the second woe is past. Woe means destruction. There was 2 woes already. The scriptures predicted, prophesied 3 woes, 3 world wars, 3 major destructions. Okay? The first one was the First World War. The first woe, that already has passed. And then you had the second woe, that's already passed. So it says the second woe, the Second World War is past. And behold, look, the third woe, the Third World War cometh quickly. That's it, baby. It's coming quickly. You know? We right there. We at the cusp, the precipice. All hell is about to break loose. You know? So anyway, with that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this was edifying, exhorting, and comforting again to the elect. Amen. Keep watching, keep praying, keep fighting, keep pushing. We're close. Shalom. Wah abad babal. Kwam Nesharallah.